If the new Magic the Gathering Secret Lair series has extra secrets, does that make it the secretest lair? Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. I had wanted to discuss the merits of whether you should pick up a secret lair, one of the series, the whole series. They all go on sale today, and by all of them, I mean as a bundle. You can't order them individually yet. This is a very interesting product where you're only going to be given 1 day. I guess technically 2 days, really, if you want to boil it down, I guess you have 2 days. You have today, where you can buy the entirety of all the bundles together, or you have each individual day where you can pick up one of them. So today you can only order them all as a group, all 7, and then for the next number of days, you'll be able to pick up particular ones. I think Bitter Blossom is the first day. But either way, I had wanted to talk overall about the value of these secret lairs, whether it's something that you should purchase. And in going back over all the information, I discovered something new that had just been put out there. And that is that there's extra bonuses when it comes to the secret lairs. Now, we don't know how these are applied across all the secret lairs because we only have one sweet tantalizing detail that very much makes me want, actually, it really does increase the desire that I have for the secret lairs if this is how they're going to do things. So tucked away inside the cat secret lair was an Ajani Planeswalker. Not just any Ajani Planeswalker, but Ajani the Great-Hearted, the one from War of the Spark. And there was something that they did with the War of the Spark Planeswalkers that I absolutely adored. And that was give them a stained glass treatment, okay? So basically they took the regular artwork from the set and they turned it into stained glass. And that's what they did with Ajani included in the secret lair. You guys have to see this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God, I love this so much. I am a massive sucker for stained glass. Good Lord, look at that. 1 white, 1 green, 2 colorless, 5 loyalty Ajani. Gives all your guys vigilance because all the War of the Spark Planeswalkers have that sort of static enchantment style ability. +1, you gain 3 life. -2, put a +1/+1 on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other Planeswalker you control. Ajani's all about that greater good because he's got that great heart. And the artwork is fantastic. You've got Ajani charging forth into the battle with his axe like slung out kind of behind him there. In his other hand, he's got an Eternal, making it look like a little ragdoll. Admittedly, actually, look behind the Eternal. Look at the little soldier that's walking behind the Eternal. He looks like a fat little Pillsbury Doughboy guy. His body looks hilarious when rendered down into this stained glass artwork style. And on the other side of Ajani, you have a Celestian Knight charging in. But man, I am a sucker for these stained glass artwork treatments. And Ajani looks absolutely incredible in this fashion. So this was just tucked in. This was just tucked into the secret lair along with the other cards. And today, honestly, is a good day to be displaying this for Wizards because it helps build up that hype train. I mean, it gets me way more excited about this. And it helps to offset one of the gut punches that people are feeling in regards to the secret lair product. Because there's one thing you need to bear in mind, and that is things like import fees and taxes, right? So people went, I was taking a look at different posts and I saw people lamenting about how the import fees and taxes would push the price of this product. Let's say the bundle originally of all 7 secret lairs is $200. And then the import fees and taxes added another $50 US to that. So that, I mean, it's technically not a secret. Obviously, when you buy things, you're going to end up paying tax. That makes perfect sense. And there are import fees when it comes to things getting shipped to different countries. But either way, there are people who felt like this was a massive gut punch financially. And I can understand. Honestly, these products aren't something that are really within my price range to buy a couple of cards, because that's what this is. Like, let's boil it down to what Secret Lair series really is. It is you buying singles directly from Wizards of the Coast. Now, these singles have very special treatments done to them, right? You have a variety of different styles. The cat box, for example, is done in a very cutesy little, like, look at the cute little adorable cat style. And the goblin one that they did is more of a, it feels like artwork that is designed to appeal to kids who play online games. I don't know, like, I don't know exactly, like maybe like a Team Fortress style. I'm not sure exactly what to equate it to, but it gives me that kind of a feeling. It's got a very whimsical nature to it. And then you have like ones with the graveyard cards, like Life from the Loam and the, what goes with that? The Golgari Thug and stuff. And those don't have any sort of like whimsical child style treatment to them. They're just done in like a big panorama with some really striking artwork. In all honesty, it's quite gorgeous. I'm a big fan of the choices that they've made for most of these things. Admittedly, the cutesy cat one doesn't really hit for me. The goblin one is okay to me. I find the graveyard style one to be very striking. I like that one. I like the one with the 4 different serum visions with the alternate art styles where you have 4 distinct different styles. One's even done in an 8-bit style. Now I understand that these aren't going to appeal to all Magic players. It seems like they're going kind of scattershot with different styles to appeal to different people. And I like that. And the price point is $30 or $40 for a box set, which isn't too shabby. If you're already in the singles market, it's not too shabby. If you want to be buying these particular cards, depending on the box set, admittedly, the Cat box set, I haven't looked at all the prices of everything, but I feel like the Cat box set is one that's not, it's not really offering a ton of value cards the same way that something like Bitter Blossom has significant value. I mean, Bitter Blossom is the only card in Bitter Blossom's box set. It does come with the 4 tokens, but I don't really consider that, like, they're technically they're cards, but it doesn't really feel like Magic cards, right? They look nice though, admittedly. The Bitter Blossom looks amazing with those tokens. So visually, very, very striking, and it's cheaper, or at least it was cheaper, than buying the singles. Obviously, single sellers have dropped the prices on some of these cards to try and compete, but I do expect that that price drop is actually going to be like a temporary sort of thing. This is a very interesting product that Wizards has created because of the time sensitivity of it. So if you want to buy all the bundles together and get a deal, you have to act today. Otherwise, you don't have the opportunity to get them all together. And then if you're not there to order them each day that they're available, that's it. So yes, you can order as many Bitter Blossoms as you want, but you can only order them for one day. So how many people are actually going to be able to purchase all that they want when they want? So this is an interesting product that takes advantage of secondary market price cards, like the secondary market price of cards, I should say, while also possibly not being too disruptive to them. The question is, I don't know how many copies of each of these box sets people are going to buy. It's a very interesting game right now in terms of people trying to figure out how to financially best take advantage of these Lair series, right? Because the ones that are the least popular may turn out to be the most attractive options over the long term. Scarcity and desirability of cards combined help to dictate the price of Magic cards. And obviously speculators and people buying up extra copies influences that as well. But overall, it's desirability. So there is an argument being made, and it's actually a logical argument, that people who are purchasing the Secret Lair series and buying the least popular ones may get the biggest return on their money in the long run. If it turns out that the Serum, let's just pick a random one, for example. Let's say the Serum Visions one isn't that popular. There's not a lot of people who care about getting a playset of Serum Visions, or the art's just not hitting it for those people at the time, so not very many copies of those get sold. Well, this is a print-to-order product, unlike other products that Wizards has made, where Wizards goes ahead and says, like the Mythic editions that they did. The last one they did, they printed up 12,000 of them in advance. Well, this product, the Serum Visions product, will only be created, they'll only have as many made as the customers want to order for that day, with the possible exception of maybe Wizards getting a few extra for marketing purposes. Let's say they add an extra 25 on. That's a completely made up number. I have no idea how many copies of a product Wizards would buy to keep in their backup product vault or whatever, where they like to have things in case you need to do a video with it or some kind of promotion or some other purpose to have it, right? So if one of these Secret Lair series is massively popular and people buy 100,000 of them. Like, let's say people go crazy for the Bitter Blossom one, and 100,000 copies of that box set get sold. Great, that's fine. But there's now 100,000 more Bitter Blossoms out in the wild. Again, that may be too big a number. I mean, there are millions of Magic players. I genuinely don't know what like the purchasing level is going to be for these products. So I'm just making up numbers for an example. So Bitter Blossom, 100,000 boxes are sold. Serum Visions doesn't appeal to nearly as many people, and you do get 4 Serum Visions in the box set. So you don't have, like, with a Bitter Blossom, if you want a play set, you need to purchase 4 box sets. With Serum Visions, you buy 1 box set and you have 4 Serum Visions. However, if somebody wants a play set of one particular art, then they would still buy 4 copies. So I'm going to say, for this example, that Serum Vision sells 10,000 copies. There's only 10,000 of these box sets sold, right? Or you can make the numbers lower if you want, but I'm trying to come up with something that feels like it would be done on a mass scale. So if 10,000 of these boxes are sold, that means that the secret layer is they're only going to print 10,000 plus maybe the 25 for themselves. So there's 10 times as many of these Bitter Blossom box sets put out there, which means that as a whole, like these sealed units, anybody who's buying them to keep them sealed for resale, there's way more Bitter Blossom ones out on the market. I mean, these boxes have the name stamped across the side, and we don't know what kind of extra rewards come in these too. We don't know if there are foil special, like foil stained glass, oh my God, stained glass artwork Planeswalkers in all of these different box sets. We don't know if every secret layer is guaranteed to have one of these bonuses or if they're only in there randomly. Like if this Johnny the Great-Hearted is inside of every single cat secret layer, that means if you buy 4 of the cat secret layers, you now have a playset of a Johnny the Great-Hearted. But if they only show up intermittently, if you only get one out of, let's say, every 10 secret layers, well, that actually adds additional value to sealed secret layers as well. So there's a number of these factors that come together to determine whether actually getting additional secret layers and sitting on them will lead to some sort of financial reward. If the bonus cards are included in every single secret layer, then they will be just factored in as part of the cost and assigned a value essentially as part of that. I mean, if you buy a box set that's $30 and there's 3 cards in it, you're probably just going to go, each of these cards is worth $10. And I mean, there'll be some change based on desirability. Like maybe with the box set that has the Scarecrow, the Reaper King, the Sliver Legion, Sliver Overlord, and the Dragon, right? You could look at that and go, okay, you know, this box is $40. So you could go, well, that makes each of these cards worth about $13.50. Or you could go, the Sliver Legion is the most desirable thing in here. This is $20, and the other 2 cards are $10. But if every box set's guaranteed to also have a foil multicolored stained glass Planeswalker, like if you know that there's a specific pick, like maybe they include Ugin in there, right? Like the, not like the old school Ugin, but the Ugin from War of the Spark in stained glass. So maybe they include him in there. All of a sudden now, if there's one in every single box, you're going to assign a value to him based on the cost of the box. So it may go $15 for the Sliver Legion, $10 for the Reaper, and $10 for the Dragon, $5 on the Ugin. But if Ugin only shows up every once in a while, 1 out of every 10 boxes, then his price value is going to be completely different. It's not going to be tied to the price of the box. And as a result, each sealed secret layer will have a little bit of a premium on it based on the potential bonus card that could be in there. So we don't know right now. I mean, we won't have this information until the secret layers really get released, whether every secret layer will have one of these bonuses, but it does change your purchasing decision, right? It is going to impact your decision, whether you know you're guaranteed to get one of these, whether you like the lottery aspect of it. I mean, let's be real. Magic players like the lottery aspect of cards, like when it comes to booster packs and stuff. So why wouldn't they like this as well? Honestly, that Johnny, stained glass of Johnny, it has got me like hyped, boy. It's got me hyped. I went from going, I'm not really going to get the secret layers, but I would like some cards from my King Cube to be like, oh no, I can't get secret layers, man. Come on. I genuinely feel like a kid with his parent in like in a department store. I'm like, maybe if I throw a tantrum on the floor, I'll get what I want. Like that's the level I feel like when I see the stained glass walker. And it makes me super, super curious about what's in the other secret layer. My friends, I have an update. While editing this video, I actually went back to find out if there was more information available because it takes time to edit, so why not? And turns out there is. Look at this! How awesome is this? It turns out that every single bundle is going to have a foil stained glass Planeswalker. That's the deal it looks like to me here. Completely randomized, as you can see, there's 2 Tamios there. We've got Tamio, Huatli, Angrath, Ashiok, the Wanderer. They're all available. It's actually kind of interesting that the Ajani links up with the cat box. I don't know if that's just a fluke, but it looks like they're completely randomized, right? Because you don't see how, like, first of all, why would Tamio be randomly selected to go to? Why would you have uncommon Planeswalkers and whatever? So it seems like every secret lair is going to come with a stained glass version of the Planeswalkers. That's crazy to me. There's 36 different Planeswalkers. Can you imagine how much people are going to want the nickel bolus ones and whatnot? But either way, I just wanted to update you guys to make sure I had all the information available in this video. So back to the regularly scheduled dude yammering. Are we going to get other like insanity? How frequently does this happen? It completely like morphs my perspective of the product to a degree. When you know what you're getting versus this extra bonus. First of all, kudos to Wizards for not actually bringing it up and just like kind of letting it be like a side surprise hype thing, letting people decide, oh, you know what, do I want to buy these? And all of a sudden, because the stuff's been available for a while and the information about this only like earlier today, all this stuff became available. And only about an hour ago was the information, and that's at most, was the information about the foil stained glass walker, like that bonus that came in the cat box, that just got put out there. So it's a nice added value sort of thing, and I like that. So for me, I want more information. I think the secret layers are fine purchases if you want to get the cards for yourself and you're going to enjoy them. If you want to grab them, a few of them, thinking they might go up in value or make good gifts, those are both good choices as well. At the end of the day, do what makes you happy. But this stained glass walker stuff has got me super, super hyped. I want these so badly for my cube. So very badly. So my friends, now I ask you, are these stained glass walkers or other bonuses something that are going to change your perspective on the secret lair? Were you on the fence before and that takes you off the fence? Are you completely indifferent to that? Is it not really adding value? Are there particular things that you would like to see in these secret lairs? Because at this point, we can speculate like silly schoolgirls because we have no idea what's in the other ones. Is it all foil stained glass walkers, or is it a Johnny the stained glass walker because he ties specifically into the cat theme? And for each secret lair, there could be something special. What goes with the snowlands? Oh, there's a world of possibilities. And that's exciting to me. So let me know what you guys think. Also, I invite you to come over and check out my second channel, trying to remember to keep mentioning that. Me and my lovely lady are making very funny videos over there. So if you want to have a laugh, come on over. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We are going to review Clout Fantasy. This is a collectible throwing game. How bizarre is that? All the way from 1995. You hear that? That's curiosity ASMR right there. Get you some. So thanks for coming by, everybody. Big shout out to all my patrons and channel members for helping to give the financial stability that creators like me need. It means a lot, my friends. And to all of you, I say, remember, together we are the 6th color of magic.